I demanded my son skip his graduation because his twin sister failed when he said, "I'm going." So I emailed the college saying he lied, forced the family not to attend the graduation, and took his sister on vacation instead. Now, my son cut me off. Our $8,500 support is gone, and then his lawyer called. I destroyed my son's life in 72 hours because a parenting app told me equality meant sameness. Now I'm sitting in a lawyer's office watching my ex-wife cry while a man I've never met explains how I'm being sued for defamation. My name is Daniel. I'm 52. I sell insurance. I've never missed a mortgage payment. Never gotten a speeding ticket. I thought that made me a good person. I have twins, Connor and Chloe. They turned 22 last March. Senior year of college, Connor was graduating summa cum laude with a job offer from a consulting firm. Chloe had failed 2 classes and wouldn't walk until December. The night before graduation, Chloe sat at my kitchen table, mascara running. Everyone's going to be there for him again, while I sit here like the failure I am. That's when my wife pulled up this app, FairParent. It generated recommendations for balancing outcomes. The screen read, when one sibling achieves a milestone the other cannot, consider postponing celebration until synchronous achievement is possible. Chloe was sobbing. See, even the app knows it's unfair. I texted Connor. Family discussed. We think it's best to wait and celebrate both graduations together in December. His response came fast. What? No, I'm walking. I earned this. I called my parents, my brother, one by one. I told them attending only Connor's graduation would hurt Chloe. By morning, Connor had called every relative. They'd all said no. He showed up at my door, face blotchy. You can't do this. I'm your father. I'm trying to protect this family. Protect it from what? Me succeeding? Behind him, Chloe was watching from the hallway. She wasn't crying anymore. She was smiling. Connor's voice cracked. Fine, I'll walk alone. After he left, Chloe asked what time we were leaving for Disney. The app had suggested a displacement activity. I'd booked a 4-day trip. We flew out Friday morning while Connor walked across a stage with nobody in the audience who shared his last name. Then his fiancée Megan wrote a public Facebook post. Yesterday should have been the happiest day of Connor's life. Instead, his entire family chose a theme park over watching him graduate. It had 3,000 shares. Comments calling me a monster. A local news blog picked it up. That's when I panicked. I logged into Connor's university portal. I still had his password, and submitted an anonymous academic integrity complaint. I claimed he'd plagiarized his thesis. I thought it would delay his graduation date. What I didn't know was the consulting firm required transcript clearance. When the university flagged his file, the firm revoked his offer. Within 48 hours, Connor called screaming. Megan's father works in academic administration. He knows the complaint came from my home IP address. It's over, Dad. 3 days later, the engagement was postponed indefinitely. The defamation letter came a week later. Megan's father was suing me. When I showed my wife, she packed a suitcase. I'm going to Connor's. He needs his mother. She paused at the door. I don't even know who you are. That night, Chloe came downstairs and poured orange juice like nothing happened. So, since Connor's out, does that mean I get his room? I stared at her. For the first time, I really looked at my daughter. She wasn't fragile. She was exactly what I'd allowed her to become. The next morning, I drove to Connor's apartment. Megan answered. Connor sat on a second-hand couch. He didn't look up. The complaint was me, I said. I filed it. I was trying to fix something that wasn't broken. He looked up. You ruined my job, my wedding, my relationship with every relative who listened to you. For an app. No, for cowardice. The app just gave me permission. Get out. I left a check on the table. Everything in my savings. That was 8 months ago. Connor and Megan eloped in Vermont. I wasn't invited. Last week, I got a text from Megan's father. Connor forgave you in his wedding vows. He said, family isn't who attends your graduation. It's who shows up when the celebration's over. I read that text 42 times. I don't know if I'll ever see my son again.